I went from looking like this, insert picture right here, and I went to looking like In today's video, I'm talking about a cut that I did. Previously, I have done challenges and different things like that to, tone my body and lose belly fat and all that jazz. So I did a cut for a month, and here's how it went. I went from looking like this, insert picture right here, and I went to looking like this, okay? The reason why I did this was because I was building a lot of muscles like a few months ago. And to build muscle, I really needed to concentrate on my protein intake. So what happened with that was I was eating my meats, my chicken and my turkey, and I was eating fish and, shrimp and all that good stuff. But my snacks and my fillers were mainly like dairy, cheese, yogurt, protein powder. But then I realized because I'm concentrating so much on those things, I started to look bloated. So even though I was building muscle and, I was feeling good, my stomach was not really looking like it. So I was like, let me look at what's really causing this bloated look and let's see how we can, get to the problem. So that's when I decided I want to do a mini cut to see if that's going to help with the bloating. I'm going to say this real quick before I get into it. I want to say this is something that worked for me. This is something I designed mainly for myself. I did my research and I finally came up with what's going to be it. So even though it wasn't perfect and I will definitely do some things better, it was something that I did for myself. So if you're watching this video and it's something that you want to try in the future or something that's inspiring you to do the same thing, please do your research, because at the end of the day, we're all different people and something that works so much for me might not work for you and vice versa, okay? So don't think that if you follow everything I did, then you're gonna see magic results. Just know yourself, do what works for you, listen to your body, and that's how it's gonna work. So here's what I did. First of all, I had to really sit down and plan my calorie intake and also my protein intake. Because I really wanted to burn fat, that meant that I had to reduce how many calories I eat in a day. So I went in a calorie deficit. And that was not even hard, okay? I took my meals down to 3 full meals a day. So I would do my breakfast, my lunch, my dinner, and some days I would allow a snack, but that wasn't really hard to do eventually. In the start, it was quite hard, but if I was feeling like eating a snack, I would, but I wasn't really trying to force a snack in there because I wanted my body to I wanted to see results right away in a month. So I did 3 full meals a day. Occasional snacking, I limited dairy, and on weekends or my rest days, I would do intermittent fasting. So instead of eating my meals early, like regular workout days, I would start a little later in the day, like around 12 p.m. or 1. And so I was able to still get full from my meals without having to snack because my meals were so much closer. Another thing I did was I started to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables. It's not that I didn't eat them a lot, but if I'm being honest, if they weren't in my meal, I wasn't intentionally snacking on vegetables and fruits and stuff like that. Now nuts I would do quite more often, but when I was doing this cut, I was like, I have to concentrate more on the natural stuff, to help me de-bloat. So that's another thing that I implemented that was really helpful. Also, I was able to do just more whole foods in general. Okay, so 3 full meals a day, limited snacking, limited dairy, intermittent fasting on rest days. And another thing I did was I included a lot of ab workouts in my workout routine. My warm-up routine alone was so intense, okay? So I switched up from everyday weight training to, I was doing weight training still, but more active stuff, more calorie burning activities and stuff like that. That was a very big thing that I added. So in this 1 month of doing this cut, there have been some really amazing things about it, and there have also been some bad things about it that are more of like a lesson to me at this point. So first of all, let's start with the good stuff. With the good things, I built a lot of good discipline, okay? Well, discipline is pretty much always good. I built a lot of discipline that I didn't even know I had, because I was in the start, I ain't gonna lie. The first 2 weeks, it was kind of hard with the whole no snacking thing. Even if it wasn't an unhealthy snack, I just had a craving here and there in between. Like I would want some yogurt, or I want a protein shake, and the vegan protein powder that I bought wasn't that great, so I didn't love it. But I did have a lot of discipline during this whole process, and that helped me with my results. The second thing that I got from this was my skin got so much clearer. People were telling me all the time, do you have on makeup? And I was like, no. And even right now, I don't know if you guys can see, I only have powder on. I don't have anything else. I only have my brows, my lashes, and some face powder. And it's just, you know, I don't know if you can tell, but my skin really improved, and I wasn't really getting breakouts like I would every month and stuff like that. The bloating went away. It did go away. Even when the time of the month came and my bloating happened, it was like almost not there. I didn't feel cramps. I didn't feel the things that I would normally feel, and that was incredible. I definitely had more energy, okay? I was up in the morning, and you would think that after having such an intense workout, I would be like exhausted or, you know, just laying around. But no, I was like so full of energy, and that's crazy, okay? That changing your diet can make you feel like that, and it's not like long term, or it's not like for a year. It was just in that short period. I had so much energy. Felt great. Last but not least, the greatest thing about this cut that I did, my stomach was the flattest that it's ever been since I had my daughter, okay? The times when I felt like my stomach was flat, it wasn't like really flat like that. But when I did this 1 month cut, oh my goodness, like I started to see shadows of abs. I started to see my stomach is doing things I didn't think it could do. And I mean, I'm really impressed by it, you know. Diet is a huge thing, and if paired with the right amount of exercise, you're gonna see incredible results. Now, the downside of this whole thing, which I would hope that next time I'm going to do better. Well, I definitely have to do better. But the downside to this was I lost a lot of muscle definition. Like I said, before I did this cut, I was building a lot of muscle. I was concentrating on my protein intake. I was doing weights every single day. Even if I was doing other things with it, I made sure that I was still doing some amount of weights. And when I went on this cut, I think that my body was too shocked or something. First of all, my protein intake was like cut by half. So that was one thing, because you need protein to maintain and build muscle. So I started to lose definition in my thighs, and especially my arms did stay the same. But in my legs, I definitely noticed that I wasn't seeing as much definition that I, you know, normally would see. And then my back area, my booty wasn't as firm. And it's crazy, it was just a month, okay? I started to see a lot of muscle just disappearing on me. And so that's one thing I really hated. I think that is because I don't really know my way around the whole plant-based lifestyle. So that was something that I did not enjoy seeing at all. So if you guys are watching this, if you're a vegan or vegetarian, let me know how it is that you get your protein, okay? I know that there's so many ways to get your, you know, whatever amount of protein you need or want in the day on a plant-based diet. I obviously had no clue. And even though I did my research, it's not something that I'm used to doing. So it was kind of hard for me to be like, you know what, I'm about to get this amount of protein from just this plant-based meal. So that was very hard to get to. I obviously also did lose a lot of weight, because when you're trying to lose weight or lose fat, your body is taking fats from everywhere that it can before it starts going into the really stubborn areas, aka my belly, okay? So that, I hated that I lost weight, but I felt like that's expected. I'm eating a lot less than I normally would. I'm training harder. My protein intake is like halfway gone, you know, so the weight loss thing was disappointing, but feel like that came with it. That was supposed to come with it. So, you know, I don't know what I would do about that. But definitely, I would look into ways to get more protein in a plant-based diet the next time that I do this. Yeah. So that's it, you guys. I really enjoyed this 1 month experiment. It was fun. It was hard in the start. It was such an adventure, and I totally enjoy the results that I have now. So much that I have learned from it that I will do next time. So much to do better next time. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. And also, I want to learn from you guys. So if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, or even if you're not any of these two and you've done this before, let me know how you were able to cut down on dairy and do more plant-based stuff, but also able to keep your muscles, able to keep that part of you that you don't want to lose. How did you do that? You know, let me know in the comment section down below, and I will be sure to check them out. Thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.